Hi guys, and welcome back to OD Simulation Gaming, and welcome in to Train Simulator Classic. The first time we've covered this particular train simulator game on the channel, and we're excited to bring it to you. So up in front of you now you can see the main loading screen. We're on the class 444. We're on the Portsmouth line, travelling from London Waterloo down to Haslemere in Surrey. So let's get set here. So it's in the summer, a little bit of cloud, and it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, guys. So yeah, let's get in that train and have a little look and see what is what. Very excited to bring this to you. Now here we go. Welcome to the Portsmouth Direct Line, Part 1, full-length service on the route from London Waterloo to Portsmouth Harbour. We're going to go as far as Haslemere before this section of the service concludes. So what we need to do is let the passengers get on board. So let's open those doors up. We'll exit here. There we go. Doors are open. So welcome to London Waterloo, guys. I've got to say, for an old train sim game, this is actually quite cute, isn't it? It's brilliant. There we go, there's Waterloo from the top-down view. It's absolutely awesome. Right, let's get back down where we need to be. Got another train coming in here, look, class 450. Rolling in fact 2 of them. Right, so are our lights all set up? Let's turn some lights on down here. So we've got daylight running lights on the truck. We're going to turn on... Oh, is that a bit too bright? Let's have a look. Got cab lights on with that. Yeah, we don't need those on, do we? It's daytime anyway. Let's turn that back to just the instruments. That'll do nicely. So, by the looks of it, we're still loading up. This is inside the station. You can see the old-fashioned telephone boxes there. Coins and cards, for those of you who can recall those. There she is, look. Looking absolutely gorgeous. Proper retro for me, seeing this in at Waterloo. Been into Waterloo many times on this particular line, picking that up from Guildford in Surrey. So yeah, know all about this particular route. So really excited to bring this to the channel and cover a new game as well. Let me know in the comments, do you play Train Sim Classic? Do you still play it? Have you played it? Let me know your favourite lines, your favourite locos and things like that. I'd be really keen to know what you like about this game. Right, there go the doors. Let's get back into the cab here, and with any luck we can set our reverser forward, and we can get ourselves out of the station. So here we go. So we've got to be careful with our speed. So we're limited for 15 miles per hour here. So we'll make sure we don't put too much power through the old girl too soon. There we go, about 13 miles an hour there. Let's spin that train around so you can see what's going on. There we go. We're on the way out of the big smoke, guys. Heading southbound and down. Have you travelled on this route before, guys? Let me know. The signals are green, so it's a go for us. See if we can overtake this other train that we're just gaining on it slightly, aren't we? Looks like our first port of call is going to be Woking, platform 5. Here we go, 50 mile an hour now. That other train's absolutely... He's giving it some welly, isn't he, the driver there? He's not hanging around. Can we catch him? Let's have a look. Come on, old girl, here we go, we're going. We're going. So behind us, oops, let's get the bearings right here. There's the London Eye guys just over there. You can see that just vanishing into the scenery behind there. So there we go, 49.1 miles per hour. We are now cruising here on our way down to Woking. So first impressions of the game, as I would have expected. It's an older game. It's a little bit, you know, what's the best way to describe it? Clunky, probably. Having played Train Sim World 5 before, coming into this, it's like a step back in time, but I can see the attractions of this game, I really, really can. Beautifully done, great fun to play, and I know that a lot of gamers still play this out there. It's absolutely lovely, lovely little game. Quick look around the cab then. There's our instrument panel beneath us, as you would expect. All the mod cons, the reversers, braking systems, sanding buttons, window wipers, and all the rest of it, that's all there. To our left we've got some control alarms here, our door buttons, the actual door for the cab there as well, and to our right hand side we've got obviously the other part of the cab just over to there. So nothing unusual here in the cab, that's for certain. Now let's get ourselves up to 60 miles an hour. That's what we are approved to do on this particular sector of the track, or the line I should say. 59.6. That'll do us to start with, won't it? Just enjoy those views outside. Let's put the trackside camera on. You can see us coming. There we go, look. Absolutely brilliant. Give the horn another go. Fantastic. Another cool thing about this game that I've found is if I click the right button here, hopefully this will work. There we go. We're in the cab now, and you can change seats. You can, you know, look out the window, have a look round. Change cabs if you want to. All sorts of wonderful things here. So just looking at to drop down to 50 mile per hour here. I'm going to get a few points there for speeding. There we go. Cruising through the advertising boards on the outside of the train are quite cute. Some old adverts there that I recognise from many moons ago. So I understand this game was initially released back in 2009. So what's that now? That's a good Well, 17 years this year, 2006 this year, so that'll be 17 years this game. So amazingly playing well on Windows 11. No real dramas. Shadowing's a little bit interesting. A little bit of popping in here and there, but you've got to remember the kind of CPUs that this was designed for. You know, it wasn't designed for the modern high-end computers that you can use today, that are now readily available everywhere. Yeah, this is quite something. So this is a Steamworks title. So obviously you need to use this on Steam. Don't believe there's any way that you can bring this to console or anything like that. And of course, much like any other kind of train sim game, it relies heavily on the DLCs to be purchased by the gamer. You know, new routes, new locos, that sort of thing. And yeah, they're able to ramp up the money that they make from this game, that's for certain. So we're just cruising through here, 71 miles per hour now. Absolutely fine, no dramas outside. Let's have a quick look outside. Here we are. Get our head underneath that bridge. Let's give that horn a nice blow. There we go. Looking good there. How about the rear of the train? Let's have a look there as well. There we go. Class 444043. We can get ourselves up in the air again. Look, bird's eye view of what's going on. We can look at the coupling camera at the front of the train as well, and we can stick our heads out of the driver's window as well. Brilliant. That's the other side as well. Yeah, lovely. Really, really quite sweet. So let's have a look and see roughly whereabouts we are here on the 2D map. We're going to centre our train now. There we are. So we've just come through Wimbledon, travelling southbound. Going to run through Rains Park and New Malden next. First stop is going to be down at Woking. Going to be getting there in around 16 miles time. Thankfully, no red signals just yet. Everything is clear for us to continue our journey. Absolutely no dramas. That's what we like. Gives us an opportunity to get back outside the cab and have a look at these stations as we come through. Look. Do love this old livery, the old South West Trains livery. Goodness gracious me, that does take me back. Have to say, absolutely brilliant. Nice assets there outside as well. Couple of football pitches there. I think it was. We'll just have a quick look. Look back if we can. Yeah, football pitches. And there goes our train, look. Whizzing away. Southbound. Through another station here. This will be Rains Park or New Malden, one of the two. There we go. Cars there in the car park on the left hand side. Church over there to the right as well. A little bit of stuttering here and there, but again, it's not going to spoil the enjoyment of this game. The buildings outside, we've just come through some trees here, but the buildings outside are very well modelled. They're quite sweet. Really like those. The lighting on the front of the train looks good as well. There's our man there, look. Looks absolutely nothing like me, but hey ho, not too bad. Nice hairdo. Another station there. Which one's this then? Where are we coming through now? So that was Berrylands. What's up next? Surbiton. Gonna rattle through Surbiton. Hampton Court, Esher, Hersham, Walton-on-Thames, Weybridge. Blimey. This really is nostalgic. And here's Woking. Platform 5, guys. That is what we're looking for. 13 miles to run in. Now we're cleared up to 80 miles per hour this particular part of the track, so let's just increase our speed a little bit there. We were doing about 70, so we're going to put that power straight up to notch number 5. Get plenty of power through there. By the looks of it, we're actually cleared up to 90 very shortly. So I think the max speed for this train's 100. Yeah, definitely 100. So we don't want to exceed that. But, yeah, we should be cleared up to 90 any second. No, apparently we're not. So let's bring that speed. Oh, there we go. We are now cleared to 90. We've got a few points there for speeding. Minus 41, but oh well. We knew what we were doing, didn't we, guys? Another stutter there, just as the graphics pop in. So we should be arriving at Woking about 8 minutes or so. Speeding again, just bleed some of that speed off there. There we go, 89.1. Should be on the straight and level here. Yeah, let's have a look at the cab then. Let's see what's happening back in the carriages. Pretty empty in here. Nothing to really see. Let's keep going backwards. I don't think there's anyone actually. Now that is interesting. This train has got people in it, but obviously when you come into it, they appear to vanish. Is that normal? Have I done something wrong? Let me know. Here she comes. And there she goes. The OD Simulation Gaming Express service to Woking. Maybe I could have done the old voiceover. What do you reckon, guys? This is the 8:16 service to Woking, calling at Guildford. I think I could have done quite well at that. Anyway, I'll spare you doing any more of those. Could get good money for that. I'll look into it, guys. Now, what station was that, I wonder? To consult our map. Hersham. Walton-on-Thames. Here it comes. So here comes Walton-on-Thames. Now we're still good for 90 miles an hour. We're doing 87.3. 6 miles to go. Doesn't she look great, guys? Let's zoom in a little bit. There you go, look, a couple of people on there. They don't look too well, do they? Maybe they're a bit travel sick, I don't know. Anyway. Bum, bum. That's Weybridge, guys, that we've just shot through there. There's the back of the train. Everyone behaving themselves down the back. First class, yeah, look, one bloke there. Another one there. She doesn't look too well either. Right, 5 miles now to go till we get to Woking. Not going to take us too long at all. Big old pylons there as well ahead of us on the right hand side. Very, very excited to see Guildford Station. So much has changed at Guildford in the last sort of 5 years, really. Huge multi-storey car park now gone up. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Guildford was like in around 2009 when this game actually got released. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. 3 miles now to go. This must be Worplesdon. Let's have a quick look. No, sorry, beg your pardon, West Byfleet. So we're a little bit further afield than I thought we were. Of course, Woking. Got to do Woking first. How could I possibly forget Woking? Isn't Woking where Paul Weller came from? If you're sat there saying, who the bloody hell's Paul Weller? I'm talking about the Jam. You know, a London Calling. Hopefully you know what I mean now. Fact, just sat here thinking, that wasn't the Jam at all, was it? London Calling. That was the bloody Clash. Oh dear me. Right, focus here now. We're a mile away. Let's get a bit of brake on. Start bringing this old girl down a bit. Right, so here we are, the Woking. Now some familiar buildings here. I'm going to watch our speed because we're going to drop down to from a 90 to a 40 very, very quickly. Here, there we go. We've slowed right down for that. Should move to the left here. There we go. Perfect. We'll just start to bleed that speed off as we approach the edge of the platform. I think we're a 10 car train, so we need to look for the 10 car stopping point out of our window. We'll go right to the very end, I think. There we go, look. Expertly done, you would say. Right, let's get them doors open. We'll have a look outside. There we go, a few people here at Woking. Now let's have a look over the road there. We can see, what can we see over the road there in terms of shops? We've got the timber and builders merchants. We've got the bling jeweller, the internet cafe, the butchers. Another train coming. There we go, look. Really quite sweet. And guys, how does this look to you? You've been to Woking? I've never been to Woking station personally, never got off a train at Woking, so don't really know how this compares, but I'm thinking from the pictures that I've seen and from when I've been through the station, it looks good. There's the Royale bucket, deep fried chicken, spelt wrong, and pizza. Eat in or take away. Oh, brilliant. Right then, we are off. So 90 miles an hour is going to quickly change down to 60. We're going to go off to the left looking at the signals here. .40-mile-an-hour sector round the corner, and all being well, it should let us increase to 90, so we can absolutely floor it down towards Guildford. Incidentally, spent a lot of time in Guildford, know it incredibly well. I grew up not far at all from Guildford. Many memories of the place, and I really am super excited to have a look at it on here. We're gonna come from London, just get my bearings here. So we'll come through to Guildford. In fact, let's pull up the map. We'll be here, look, right. So we're here. I'm gonna come down to, where are we? There's Warple's. We're gonna fly through Warpleston. That's coming up any second. So keep your eyes peeled outside the cab here for Warpleston. Some lovely houses in Warpleston, but very nice. Bring our speed to, or our reverser to the off position. Throttle, I should say. The reverser's in forward position. Right, 3 miles to go. Let's get outside the train for a second and just admire some of the scenery that's out here. There we go. As I remember it, full of trees. Bridges everywhere. 2.5 miles now until we get to Guildford. Back in that cab. We can move the blind down, can't we? That's right. Really need that down until the sun's not too horrible. Lovely old horn on this old girl. Absolutely brilliant. Here she comes, look. Have a listen. Poetry in motion. Right, we are speeding, so let's just bleed some of that speed right off. We're a mile and a bit now from Guildford. Just confirm that AWS for us. Let's start bleeding that speed back. There's the Travel Lodge. Here we go. This does look very, very familiar. Guildford Station, literally round the bend. This will be Woodbridge Road now coming up, guys. Yeah, there we go. Now, Porsche dealership used to be over here on the left, and the Odeon Cinema for those of you that might have been to Guildford Odeon. Beautiful. Right, let's get this train on the platform 4 here at Guildford. Bit of flickering there on the signs and things. That's not particularly great, but never mind. She's an old game. That bloke's just about to walk in front of the train. Look, blinking heck. They're funny old folk in Guildford, you know. Right, let's get right down the end here. Yeah, this is looking incredible. This is quite literally as it should be. Let's get those doors open. Let's get out the train, guys, and just have a little bit of... Oh, hello there, missus. Where are you off? Oh, she's... Glitch in the Matrix, guys. She's gone straight through the bloody train. Right, where are we? Let's have a look. Here we are, Guildford. This is it. Right. What have we got? Let's zoom out here. Right. This here in front of you is Farnham Road car park. This is the main road that brings you from the Guildford one-way system over here. How have they modelled that then? Oh, bloody hell, look at that! They've modelled the whole one-way system. Anderton's music down... excuse me. Is down there. Bloody hell, that is amazing. Weatherspoon's down there for those of you that know it. Behind me here, the Farnham Road carries on up. Farnham Road Hospital up there. And over to our... There she is, guys. Guildford Cathedral. Oh, look. They've not quite got the top right, but she's beautiful. And that's where they filmed part of the Omen, guys, for those of you who might recall. It's all for you, Damien. Yeah, the Omen. Right. Now, we're still loading up here, so we've still got time to have another little look around and see what's happening here at dear old Guildford. So, from what I understand, having driven through Guildford recently, is just over here. Yeah, here we go. Right. This whole car park area here is completely gone now, and it has been changed to a multi-storey car park. It goes right up. Big old building. Guildford Odeon somewhere in there, guys. And then you've got the River Way that runs straight across there down towards Shalford and beyond. So yeah, that was good. Right, So we're ready to go by the looks of this. So let's put our speed up and we'll get cracking on our way to Haslemere. Get ourselves... Oh, look, let's turn the light on in the cab now because we're going to go through the tunnel here at Farnham Road. They've modelled the car park so bloody well. Chuffing Nora. The amount of money I spent parking in that car park, guys. An absolute fortune. Alright, here we go. Let's sound the horn. There we go. Now, apparently we can only do 25 mile an hour through here. I'm sure I've seen trains going quicker through there in real life. Always a bit eerie in here. Spooky, spooky. Cleared up to 60 now, apparently. I've only just seen that. Right, here we go then. So we're going to go from 60, we're going to get cleared to 70 here as we approach this other set of bridges and tunnels. And then shortly we're going to be cleared up to 85 by the looks of this. Winding our way now through the Surrey countryside.
Style, hold it, high energy eating, what do we fear? Pumping bass, big room house. Electronic dance,
We're hitting the limit and we're never looking back. Oh, this simulation, yeah. We on the road, soaring through Europe, we're the kings of the screen, the wildest trucking duo that you've ever seen. Ollie at the wheel, Darcy by your side, born a high speed, high stakes, and a maze ride. Though this simulation, feel the bass, feel the heat, driving every mile to the rhythm of the beat. Oh, this simulation gaming.
What a fantastic bit of rhythm there, guys. Beautiful, beautiful record created by AI for our channel. So here we are, we're just coming through some of these Surrey stations now. Where are we? We are just rattled through Milford, guys. So Whitley's going to be next up, Whitley station. And I would imagine after Whitley will probably be Haslemere. Let's have a quick look. Yep, there's Whitley, guys. And then not long after Whitley, we'll have Haslemere. So we're about 6 miles away now, not far at all. Pretty uneventful journey here on OD Simulation Gaming, which is good. No dramas to report. No nasty signals to contend with, no engineering works. Let's face it, we all hate an engineering work, don't we, on the line? Good grief. So, I really hope that you've enjoyed the journey with us so far here on the OD Express. If you're new to the channel, do consider hitting that subscribe button. It'd be great to have you with us on our trucks, buses and trains in the near future. And if you're a returning viewer of the channel, thanks ever so much for your continued support. We really do appreciate it here at OD Simulation Gaming. Here's Whitley, guys. Another station I've been to many, many times. Again, they've modelled it really, really well. So just watching our speed here, because we are travelling downhill. Just want to be careful that we don't encroach over that 85 miles an hour. Which indeed we are now doing. There we go. Let's just put a bit of brake on there. Famous last words and all that. 8 points it stole from us. Oh, they're buggers, aren't they? Nice few hay bales out there. There's the bales, look. All rounded up. Very nice. Nice bit of modelling. So 3 miles now to run in, about 3.5 miles, not long. We're now uphill, so you'll watch that speed just drop off naturally on its own. Even though we've got notch 1 of power on, we are falling slightly, but that's okay. We can go up to notch 2 just to maintain a healthy speed up the hill. It's now 8:43 in the morning in game time, so we're due in at 8:46. That's the scheduled time of arrival. We're due there at 8:45, so we'll be there in about 2 minutes, guys. Do give the video a big thumbs up for me if you can. That'll be marvellous. And yeah, do drop us a comment, guys. Did you like the journey? Do you like Train Sim Classic? really, really quite sweet, isn't it? A lovely summer's day here in Surrey. A lovely bit of green foliage on the trees. And the grass, really, really nice modelling actually. For a game that dates back 16 years now. So here we go, 1 mile to go. Let's just start bringing back that power. Just get an initial bit of brake on there. Just to slow us back. I know we're still going uphill. We don't want to come into Haslemere too quickly, because that would be a disaster. Go flying through the station. We don't want that. So here we go, guys. Welcome to Haslemere. Due in at 8:46 and it's now 8:45. We've got about 10 seconds. Full service brake applied. There you go, guys. Bang on time. We've arrived here in Haslemere. Guys, thanks ever so much for joining us here on Train Simulator Classic on our journey from London to Haslemere and Surrey. Really, really hope you've enjoyed this video, and we look forward to bringing you some more Train Simulator Classic videos in due course. All that's left for me to say is, from here at Haslemere Station, it's goodbye, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.